Alright, what's going on guys, it's Apoqsi, and it's been about 2 months since I've given you all an update on Skyrim Anniversary Edition and the state of modding that game. And it's actually for a good reason. Thankfully for the modding community, Skyrim AE hasn't received a patch since January, giving plenty of time for mod authors to get things rolling following the mod-crippling release of the Anniversary Edition and the patches that followed. Which, as I'm sure you're all aware, required major rewrites for SKSE 64, Address Library, and many other mods that required them. Well, over the last few months, we've been seeing an increase in the amount of mods getting updated to support the Anniversary Edition build of SKSE 64, meaning that downgrading is becoming less and less of a necessity with each passing day. Of course, some mods will likely never be updated for the latest version, as some mod authors have left the modding community entirely. But some major mods that people depend on or desperately wanted updated for this version before upgrading have now been updated for AE. In fact, the AE build of Script Extender is now the recommended version by the SKSE team, so for anyone that just wanted to wait specifically for them to get it out of beta, you're now safe to use it if you're on the latest update. Again, this applies to everyone with the Special Edition in their library, as even if you don't have the Anniversary upgrade, you have still received the Anniversary updates. Of course, as we've covered previously here on the channel, some of the most important resources that mods depend on have been updated for AE. That includes Address Library, which has a version available for both Special Edition and Anniversary Edition. Unfortunately, the many other mods created by Met321 have not yet been updated for AE. That said, it does look like they plan on having some of their major mods updated, as just the other day, Actor Limit Fix was updated to version 5, and Bug Fixes SSE was updated to version 6. To be clear, these are not builds to support the Anniversary Edition, but Colonel Zag, the author working with Met321 to maintain these mods, has stated that they will be updating them to support the Anniversary Edition after getting them in a good place for Special Edition first, as they will not be updating the SE releases after they've been upgraded to the Anniversary Edition. So this is to benefit both SE and AE users. As for other mods by Met321, such as No Grass and Objects and Immersive First-Person View, they have no official word on updates as of yet. Two major ones holding back the possibility of other mods being updated are .NET Script Framework and DLL Plugin Loader. So we'll hopefully get word on some of these mods in the future. As for some of the other major mods most of you will know about that have been updated to support Anniversary Edition since my last video, either for the first time or to support the January patch, that includes Race Menu, which I'm sure a lot of you know about, Enhanced Character Edit SE, iEquip, True Directional Movement, which is a very popular, more recent mod, Simple Dual Sheath, PapyrusUtil SE, ConsoleUtilSSE, JContainers, Power of 3's Papyrus Extender, Power of 3's Tweaks, Private Profile Redirector SE, SSE Display Tweaks, moreHUD SE, Dynamic Animation Replacer, Animation Motion Revolution, Display Enemy Level, and Skyrim Souls RE. Of course, there are many other mods that have been updated, some that have added partial support, such as XP32 Maximum Skeleton, and some brand new mods that support AE. But we'd be here all day if I listed them all, so I'll save you that time. Now, a frequent question I've been getting is whether or not it's safe to update to Skyrim AE now, as a lot of people are still using the downgrade patcher to use the SE build of SKSE 64 on the 1.5.97 build of Skyrim Special Edition. So the answer to this primarily comes down to whether the mods you want have been updated for it, as Bethesda Game Studios doesn't sound to be planning on any new patches for at least a while, as all the major issues with the launch have been resolved by this point, and they've been very quiet if there's going to be any further fixes or new content added. Whereas before, they had been very vocal over on their Discord server when there were patches in the works for Skyrim AE. So I don't see any updates releasing anytime soon. Of course, don't quote me on that, as of course a new update could release today for all I know. That said, if a new update does come out, it won't be as troublesome now as it had been in the past. And that's thanks to SKSE 64 and Address Library both receiving very quick updates, and most mods not being version dependent anymore, and that's thanks to Address Library. So you realistically be looking at a max of 24 hours for an update to both, which is a minimal inconvenience. So I'd say if all the mods you want work with the Anniversary Edition, it's definitely safe to go ahead and update, and it does actually include a good amount of worthwhile content if you have the AE upgrade. If we do happen to get any hints of an upcoming patch, I will of course give you a heads up so you can prepare for it, and even if you happen to not prepare for it, it shouldn't be that big of an issue at this point. With all that said, it's honestly just great to see the Skyrim AE mod supports in a much better place than the last time I covered it, but it definitely still has quite a ways to go. I'd love to know whether or not you have upgraded or if you're still holding off and sticking to SE 1.5.97. Shall be interesting to see where most of you stand on AE now after more mods have been updated. But that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed or got something out of it. If you did, please smack that like button down below, subscribe, join the good fight if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon to stay updated in all of my future videos. It'd be super greatly appreciated as always. And until next time, this is Apoqsi signing off.